Magandang umaga po, and we are now on the devotion number 4 at ang atin pong devotion ay ihahango natin sa Matthew chapter 3 verse 15a. Ang sabi po diyan, Jesus answering said to him, "Permit it at this time, for in this way it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness." I mentioned to you last time or yesterday that one obvious symbolism of Jesus' baptism is basically obedience. Na bagamat wala naman talaga siyang kasalanan or hindi siya nagkasala, ay nagpasailalim pa rin siya sa tubig ng bautismo. To express, To express His full and complete obedience to the Father's will or sa kagustuhan ng Ama. Kaya nga hindi talaga pwedeng ang sino mang nag-profess ng kanyang pananampalataya or nag-repent sa kanyang mga kasalanan or nagsabing handa siyang magpasakop sa Diyos ay hindi sumailalim sa baptism. Though there are cases talaga na wala ng chance magpabaptize ang tao, but in most part or in most cases, baptism becomes necessity or necessary dahil kung si Jesus nga ay nagpaisa-ilalim dito to express submission to God and obedience, then why not us? Now, one very important thing that we have to see na kailangan natin makita sa pagbabaptismo ni Jesus is actually His association to our sins. And dahil nga pinperform ni Jesus Christ ang baptism, though in-acknowledge niya or ina-acknowledge niya yung sinabi ni John the Baptist or yung gustong sabihin ni Juan Bautismo na wala naman siyang kasalanan, so ba't kailangan niya mag-undergo sa baptism, makikita pa rin natin ang kanyang pagpapabaptize as somewhat a voluntary associating His self sa ating mga makasalanan. Dahil alam nga natin, natutunan natin kahapon, that or sa mga nakaraang araw, na ang pagpapasailalim sa bautismo ay gawain lamang ng mga taong nagkasala. And indeed, the Bible verified that later on sa 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 21, sabi ni Pablo diyan, "For our sake, He made Him to be sin who knew no sin, so that in Him we might become the righteousness of God." Okay? Siya na walang kasalanan ay naging kasalanan upang ang sino man manampalataya sa Kanya, ay ituturing na matuwid ng Diyos. Also in Matthew chapter 8 verse 17, sabi diyan, "This was to fulfill what was spoken through Isaiah the prophet. He Himself took our infirmities and carried away our disease." Na makikita natin dito na as He associated Himself to us, what happened is basically tinanggal niya yung ating mga infirmities and carried away our disease or spiritual struggle. Mark 10:45, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give His life a ransom for many." So unlike the religious leaders sa panahon noon, and even if i-compare natin yan sa panahon ngayon, that the heart of Jesus Christ, of the Son of Man, is to serve. And yung pagkapailalim niya sa bautismo is a sign of humility that He is really willing to serve for the sake of the remission or pagkawala o pagkabura ng kasalanan ng sino mang mga mananampalataya sa Kanya. Galatians chapter 3 verse 13, "Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law, having become a curse for us." Biruin mo, tayo yung may sumpa ng batas because tayo yung lumabag sa batas, pero ang nangyari, He become a curse for us. Siya yung pumasan. Now, to end this devotion, I just want to tell you that maaring sumasang-ayon kayo na ang pagpapabaptize ni Jesus Christ ay para ipakita ang buo and total obedience niya sa Ama. Pero maaring, to some of you, hindi pa rin talaga ganun kalinaw kung bakit talaga kailangan niya magpabautismo. Anyway, papako din naman siya, di ba, in the future? So, bakit niya pa kailangan gawin yon? Yung ritual na intended for sinners only. Actually, it shows perfect sense to me. Okay? And I hope sa inyo din, because He is about to bear the sins of His people. Yun lang talaga yun eh. Israel and Gentiles. Kung hindi napabaptize si Christ, ay wala ring value yung baptism na in-undergo natin or i-undergo ng ibang mga mananampalataya kay Kristo. So as Jesus Christ associated Himself to our sins in the water of baptism, we can see or madali natin makita His willingness, okay? Yung kanyang will to save us. Hindi siya napilitan, hindi siya nagdalawang isip, but from the very start of the ministry, He gave us the message na anong mangyayari sa hinaharap ng kanyang ministry while He was still here on earth. At yun nga ay ang pagpasan niya sa kasalanan natin. Now, ano ang magagawa ng katotohanan ito sa ating buhay bilang mananampalataya? And I can only see two things. Number one, it teaches us humble service. Okay, na kung ang Panginoong Jesus na hindi nagkasala, He gave up Himself, no, to be associated sa marurumi, sa ating karumihan. Why can't we do it? No? Hindi lang tayo sumunod kay Kristo sa baptismo for the sake of ritual. But we have to understand na nung in-undergo natin yung humility or yung humble act na yon, then we also have to continue and do the rest of His work. At anong ginawa niya? Nagmahal siya sa tao, naglingkod siya, hinanap niya yung mga kailangan ng manggagamot, ng kagalingan, hinanap niya yung mga kailangang turuan o tulungan. Number two, it will drive us greater heights of love for Jesus Christ. Now, to know that He willingly undergone baptism to show His willingness to carry our burdens, our sins, then dapat lang na lumago yung ating pagmamahal sa Kanya. And I hope that we can reflect on these two things. Are we also willing to serve humbly to the lost souls, to our fellow brethren, because Christ exercised that? And nag-grow ba yung pagmamahal natin ng higit sa Panginoong Jesus while we learn these things na hindi common natin na naririnig? So ayun lamang po, pagpalain ng inyong araw, and hope you spend some time to pray and spend a moment with Jesus Christ. God bless you.